I'm Larry Ridley in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Ultimates. The Ultimates come into this one knowing they've got a fight on their hands. This could be one of those war of attrition types of games. So winning the field position battle and the turnover battle are going to be two big keys to seeing who gets out of here with the victory. So with that, we'll send you up to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, as we hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's Wentz to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a 1st quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about that?
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play clock's running down.
Delay game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you that.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Blunt has it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They run again with Peterson. AP still got it, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Shelling through the defense. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's Solo Challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. And the offense gets set here for a third down play. One last shot now for Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Here in our Orlando studios.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. A beautiful spin and room to run. Adrian Peterson. And all the way in for the touchdown. Adrian Peterson, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guy guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott looks to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott from the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A 7-time Pro Bowler with the Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware, with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Peterson running right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in after 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott now on second down. Bryant with a catch right side. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he's got room. Adrian Peterson off to the races. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big run for AP. 47 yards on the ground. So a big run for AP, and when you look at the total package, everyone knows the level of player he's been in this league, but what really impresses you about Adrian Peterson?
I have to go back to the nickname his father gave him, which is AD, which stands for all day, because he never stopped. Morning, noon, night, and that's how he plays the game. No plays over. He always tries to finish things, and he thinks that each and every run he makes is going to take him all the way to the end zone.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Here's a screen to Powell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense will look to convert on third down. On third down, Warner. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on third down. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. And the offense gets set here for a third down play. Play clock winding down. Off play action. Warner. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers coming in to drop him for a... And now the offense will look to convert on third down. To throw on third down. Warner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run. Peterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Peterson. Well, they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. From the gun, Warner over the middle, and it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Warner, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now a first down throw. Gone. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Goff on first down. And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Back to throw. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Gone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Warner. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Warner. Now in desperation. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They give it to Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Peterson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
There he goes inside the 30. Adrian Peterson, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he spins through, and now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Peterson. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, Warner looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Passing. It's Dalton. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. Because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Now a give to Peterson running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a run with Peterson. Oh, he sheds himself free. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown! Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decide to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. From midfield here, Dalton. Underneath here to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. 10 yards still left on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This will be Dalton again. And his throw here is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people were really